All right, we are getting a boots-on-the-ground report from a caller. His name is Zach. He is at Bilderberger. Zach, while we were on break, has the crowd grown? What are the police now up to? What's changed in the past 3.5 minutes?
The crowd is growing. There's, drips and drabs of people are just walking in. It's probably up to about 40 people now. Of course, Jim Tucker's sitting there in a lawn chair, and everybody's coming up for signatures. There's people of all ages here. People of all ages here, too. Young, old, black, white. There's no, it's everybody.
And, I think that's one of the important things to point out to listeners. This idea of freedom is something that's not just to the young. And I love the fact that the young are getting involved. Love it. But one of the things that really lets you know that this is taking on momentum is we're getting people in their 20s, their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. I even talked to a woman who is in her 80s who wants the truth and is fighting for it. And
wow.
that momentum is just something that's growing. Are you seeing a lot of people who are there protesting Bilderberg? Are they also in line with other things that would traditionally be considered liberty movement sort of ideals? Because I personally have never been to a Bilderberg protest. I wanted to go to this one, but couldn't make it. What's the political mindset of those in attendance?
Oh, it's all about liberty. Everybody has "Don't Tread on These" flags waving high up. They got 9/11, Investigate 9/11 T-shirts, InfoWars T-shirts. It's all about liberty here.
Don, we should have made T-shirts, buddy. We could have been selling T-shirts at Bilderberg this weekend. It'd be awesome. Okay, so you have a website, Zach. Tell us about your website. It's perilstotherepublic.com, all one word. What got you involved in this fight? Because unlike myself and Alex, this isn't your profession. What got you involved, and what are you doing?
Well, I started researching about the Bilderberg group and everything that's going on, and I post news articles on my Facebook, but it doesn't really get out there much. I mean, you got to want to learn about it. So since I know all this knowledge from all the research I do after work and everything, I decided to make like an encyclopedia almost of, the NDAA, the Patriot Act, what everything means and what everybody should be concerned about besides watching all the sports and the celebrities and this and that. So I decided to make a website. I actually I made a website because I'm running for a Ron Paul delegate in New Jersey, so I made a website for myself for that. And then I wanted to put so much information on it, but I didn't want to link it to my Ron Paul delegate website, sure. So I made a separate website. So perilstotherepublic.com, I post some news articles on there, I have a little blog. But it's a great tool to understand everything that the media won't tell you.
I'm on there right now, and you do a great job. You even put the founding documents up there so people can get a foundation and even compare what we're seeing happening compared to what the founding fathers wanted. So you did a great job there. So what's the plan? Are you staying for the whole event, or did you have to get out early, get back to work, or what are you doing down there?
Well, I'm just staying until tomorrow, just here okay. Friday, Saturday, and then I'm going to head back down Saturday night. I do have work on Monday. I took off today. So I'm doing a little sacrificing, but it's worth it. I mean, this might be a once-in-a-lifetime thing. You might never ever be able to get this close to these people ever again, the way our country's moving.
Well, that I was thinking about that as we knew that this weekend was getting closer and closer. Between last Bilderberger event in the U.S. and this one, there were new laws passed about freedom of speech, and if the Secret Service is present at any location, you no longer have the ability to speak. I am too, to be honest with you. And looking at the guest list, I'm thinking, go ahead.
My family and friends are like, don't get arrested, don't do it, don't go. They were all scared, but I don't think anything like that's going to happen. They don't want the media exposure.
They don't, and to be honest with you, that's one of the things that's protecting everybody in this thing is that they don't want the media exposure. The alternative media is now becoming mainstream. And it's one of those things where we are taking back some of the tide. And what's great about what you're doing right now, Zach, is you're showing us that anything that can be used as a weapon against us can be taken away and used as a weapon for us. Here we are, two liberty-loving, patriotic men of America, talking about the people who are behind a closed-off, gated hotel, plotting, scheming, and trying to manipulate the very people who are outside the fence saying, hey, all we want to do is be free. And that is absolutely invigorating for me to be able to talk to you, and disgusting at the same time that there are people who actually view people as nothing but sheep. So I want to thank you for being out there. Hey, Nate, can you do me a favor? Do you have speakerphone on your phone?
Do I have what? Speakerphone?
Yeah, do you have speakerphone?
Yeah.
Put me on speakerphone for a second. And if there's anybody around you, I just want to say hi to everybody.
All right, hold on. Let me walk in the middle of everybody. Hey, everybody. I'm on the Josh Tolley show right now. He wants to say something to everybody. I'm on the Josh Tolley radio show. All right, you're on.
Hey, everybody. I want to say thank you so much for doing what you're doing. I love that you're out there. I wish I could be out there with you. Keep up the fight. Don't let them tell you that this is not important. It is vitally important. Your ability to stand up for what we believe in, your ability to expose the truth, your ability to hold people accountable is needed in America. You are the patriots that we need. You are the people who are standing up for the rest of us, saying, not on our watch. When history looks back at days like today, we're going to see you as the new nobility, the knights that guarded the sacred Constitution. The people who took an oath to defend this Constitution from enemies both foreign and domestic have failed in their ability. They have violated their oath. It is you, the people who actually want to stand up for the Constitution, that deserve America's recognition. I want to say thank you. I'm proud of you. Keep it up, and if anything happens, please do not hesitate to call in, and just keep up the good work. Thank you so much for being there. Thank you, Zach.
Thank you.
All right. Talk to you later, Zach. Well, wasn't that fun? I mean, just think, here are people who've taken a day off of work. They've spent money in travel. They go down there on their own time. Half of their family and friends are going to tell them, hey, you guys are a bunch of conspiracy theorists. There's nothing really going on behind those guarded gates. Let's just think about the logic here. If nothing was going on, why do you close down the hotel? If nothing's going on, why do you put up a temporary fence and tarp the thing? If nothing's going on, why is everything, including the guest list, kept secret? Now, I don't know what goes on in that room, or rooms for that matter. I don't know the organizational structure. I don't know who calls the big shots. I could take some guesses based on repetitive guest lists. But in reality, until we actually get a recording of these events, until somebody sneaks in a tiny electronic device, until the Patriots get the same technology that DARPA has, we're really not going to know exactly what happens behind those closed doors. Does it mean that everything has to do with taking over the world? No, probably not. I mean, there's probably a lot of ego stroking in there, too. They probably recognize each other for their perverse achievements over the course of the year. And to be honest with you, I would believe that some of the people who aren't regulars, they actually believe that they're doing something wonderful, that they're doing something noble. A lot of them are probably proud to get the invite. Because when you look at the guest list not only has these repetitive attendees like Queen Beatrice and some of these foreign heads of state, but it also has people like one of the co-founders of LinkedIn. Well, if you rewind the clock 10 years, he wasn't involved with the Bilderbergers. He wasn't, financially successful at the level he is now. So now he has a level of achievement, and they invite him into the club. They invite him in. This is why when I tell you about the importance of entrepreneurship, I'm not kidding. I'm not. See, the people behind that Bilderberg curtain, they know the power of economic activity. Not money. Not money. There is such a big difference. They understand the importance of economic activity. And they're counting on us not to. And then when one or two of us in the normal world pop up and become billionaires, what do they try to do? They try to invite them to the table real quick. Hey, come over here. Join us. You can be one of us now. And to the uninformed, to the uneducated, it seems like a very appealing offer. That's why we need people like you, people like Zach, to become millionaires and billionaires so we can start taking back more and more control. We'll be back right after this.
Time I was on my way.
Are you tired of searching for great talk